Good morning, everybody. I am Angelo Ponzi, your host here at the Business Growth Cafe, and we are taking a 5-minute break from your day. So sit back, grab that coffee, and let's have a conversation. Now, I appreciate you joining me here for our 5-minute break, and hopefully you've been listening to all of these. And today we're going to talk about a formula for change. Now, this is an interesting concept that I was part of in one of my networking groups, where the leader brought this in and discussed this, and it made sense to me. And so I thought I would present it to you, and so you can kind of listening to this. So the formula for change. So the first part of this is called D, and that's really about dissatisfaction. Dissatisfaction with the status quo. You want to change something, right? That's what this whole thing is about. Formula for change. So you're dissatisfied with the way things are, whether it's revenues, whether it's your people, whether it's whatever it happens to be, your tech department, your production, your manufacturing. You are dissatisfied with the status quo, and you need to make a change. What you want to do then, of course, is times that, if you will, by your vision for a positive future. How can you envision that future to be? Now, a lot of times when I'm working with clients on their strategic plans, it's like, where do we want to be in 3 years? Where do we want to be in 5 years? Let's know where that is, and then let's start working backwards. How can we understand that future state that we want to create? You can't just say it and try to get there. If you've been listening to this show, we talk about the road to growth, twists and turns, ups and downs, bridges are out, whatever it happens to be. So you have to set that vision and work backwards to try to figure out how to get there. And you do that by looking at your first steps to do that. So we're looking at D times V, right? The satisfaction times vision times first steps in the direction of that vision. What do you need to do to go down that path? What internal aspects do you need to examine in order to figure out how to evoke that change that you would like to happen? Again, it doesn't happen overnight. Talk about planning. I'm a big planner. I believe in plans because we have a vision and a roadmap on how to get there. Yes, we can make adjustments to that plan as we're going along, but ultimately we want to get to that vision of what you think your company is the reason. And actually, we can go back to another previous conversation, your purpose. What is your purpose, your reason for being? I mentioned my client who wants to eliminate single-use plastics from the world, if you will. Well, he has a lofty goal of 25 billion pieces of plastic removed from our oceans and landfills. You're not going to get there by just wishing it. So there has to be those first steps into making that happen. And all of this, of course, has to be greater than the resistance to that change. Now, that resistance could be internal people, it could be money, it could be changes in the marketplace. What is that resistance that could stop you from achieving your vision? Now, step back, think about those. I know we talk and have talked about working on your business versus working in your business. Now, this is one of those where you want to work on your business. Surround yourself with those strategic leaders, maybe get a consultant or two. Hey, give me a ring. I'm happy to come in and have a conversation with you. And I know a lot of other people that can help as well. But the point being, you have to spend time. It doesn't happen without a plan, without putting the activities in place, if you will, to drive that, to make sure that you're going to achieve your vision. So again, looking at the formula for change, it's dissatisfaction with the status quo, your vision of a positive future, times your first steps to get there, and greater. Those combinations are greater than the resistance you might face in making that happen. Interesting concept. Give me a call. Send me an email, visit my website, fill out a form. If you want to talk about this further, I think this is a very important topic as you think about planning and all the things that are going on in your world that can impact your vision for growth. Join me here, of course, at the Business Growth Cafe. Whether it's the full show, please go to the website. You can listen on any major podcast platform you'd like or you listen to, whether it's Apple, Google, Pandora, Amazon. I'm pretty much everywhere, and I'd like you to join me for these 5-minute breaks. Tell your friends about them. They need a break too. And we can do these at night, and it could maybe be a wine break or a whiskey break. Either way, join me here tomorrow at the Business Growth Cafe.